everybody. So today's video is going to be a little bit split up. You see, originally I had this grandiose idea to reach out to everybody that I knew and shoot an entire car show and print off photos to everybody that is there. Couple problems with that. I have a printer, it's black and white and it's right here and it's about 15 years old. I have Instax portable printer. This is the Mini-Link 3. While this is great for personal use, not quite so good when trying to do, a more professional setting. Now, I did try reaching out to my Fujifilm and Instax contacts. Unfortunately, they weren't able to provide anything for this video. Anyways, I started reaching out to the brands that I did know, and I did get a little bit of support. So let's see what we have. First off is ASUS. If you've seen the previous video, you know exactly what this device is, and I've been daily driving it for the last week or so, and a full review is coming out later. The reason why I asked for this one was so that, keyboard is one thing, but having the pen, that is another thing. This is going to be so helpful when doing a little bit of Lightroom touches out in the field. Go back and watch that video, okay? I'll have it linked down in the description below, and then when you're done, come back here.
20 minutes later.
All right, you're back? Great. Anyways, let's talk about what I'm going to be bringing out with me to this shoot. Now, the first bag that I'll be rocking is actually right here in frame. So first we have the Wandrd Rogue Sling 6 liter, and this has been my tried and true since I got it for Christmas this year, and I am loving it. We have the tripod holder on the bottom. We have more pouches up front for some accessories and more strapping down. Front pouch is where I keep, lip balm. That rattling sound you're hearing is the Peak Design capture clip. I do like it. I haven't tried any of the Ulanzi or PGY Tech ones. I'm rocking the Old Faithful, but Ulanzi, if you're watching, feel free to send out. I could use a lot. Anyway, let's dive into the bag. So right now it is empty, obviously, because I only have one camera. So that ZV-E10 Gen 1, it goes right in here in this big pouch, okay? Right beside it, however, I can put something, and that will be the DJI Mic 2 set. Now in this slot, I'm saving that for later because I think one of the things I'm picking up today will fit perfectly in here. In the back though, I do keep my Moment variable ND in here, 2 to 5 stop. So this will be going in here. In the other pouch, I usually just keep whatever else I need to, like a lens cloth. And then in behind, I have my battery slots that will be filled up. And I also keep the windscreens for the Mic 2 in there as well. So that's bag 1, okay? What's bag 2? Is another Wandrd bag. Now this one is a little unique in the fact that it has the little alpha badge. Why does it have an alpha badge? Sony and Wandrd always work together for the Kando trips or condo trips. I want to attend the next one whenever it's happening. Please invite me. This bag is the Duo Day Pack that they actually stopped selling a couple years back, and it's about 18 liters. It got replaced by the Provoke Lite with the built-in camera cube. I kind of like that one a little more, but this one has taken me to Vegas a couple times. It has been great. In typical Wandrd fashion, there is a built-in camera cube down here, which is super, super handy. And then it's a nice dual access too. I have that positioned so that I can have my camera and the kit lens on one side, and then all my accessories. We have 2 pouches here and here, so we can fill those out. Here's what we're going to be filling it with, all right? So first up, we're going to put extra batteries. I only have 2 extras, so Tilta, if you're watching this, I would love that 4-pack charger. Next up, I will take some more batteries. Let's take these batteries. These are all charged up. We're going to throw those in there because we'll be bringing the GoPro Hero 10 Black. Nowadays on the 13, you can even throw in an anamorphic lens and a couple other extras. It looks really, really good. We're just going to put it right there in that pouch. What else do I need? I don't want to bring this next thing, but I will just in case, or if we're at dinner and I have some time to kill. But I will be bringing the charger for the PZ13 just in case. So we're just gonna put it just right down here next to the camera cube. Now when I'm out there, I'm going to be taking both photos and video, so I will need to check my audio. So I will be bringing my Sonys, and these are the Alt Wears. If you had the XM5s, they're pretty equivalent. Unlike the XM5s, these bad boys can fold, which has been so handy because I used to rock those. And while not as premium of a build as the XM5s or now the XM6s, these are still great. They're half the price. Honestly, you don't need to buy XM6s. I'm sorry, Sony, but you did really good with the Alt Wear. As much as these fold down and everything, I will actually throw them in the case. Now they are in there. My to-go tripod is the SmallRig AP100 Free Rover. This came out about 1.5 years ago, and everybody was praising it for these nice gold locks. on the bottom because in theory, you're supposed to twist one and the whole leg is supposed to come apart. But as you saw, saying it is one thing, in practice, it's very annoying at times. Lastly, with the tripod on one side, I still have another pocket, so bring a water bottle. Don't leave a water bottle unattended at a Vegas press booth. That's all I gotta say, otherwise it will get sticker bombed. That's everything that's gonna go in this bag. You saw what was gonna go in the other bag. However, I'm still missing some items. So we have to go out and go get those literally right now before the store closes. Okay, so we made it here to Don's Photo, and they are a great group of people because not only do they host creative events, they're also the main spot I go to for new lenses and new gear for the most part. So let's avoid the road noise and let's go in and let's pick up what surprises we have in store. Now that we are back from Don's Photo, it is great to see that I not only have one lens to try out this weekend, but two. And you're gonna be seeing photos and videos from this weekend on my Instagram, so follow me over here. So let's see what we have. Let's start with this one, okay? This one seems a little heavier. So in here we have the Tamron 28-75 G2. Now that's important because they made some refinements from the G1. It has a 67mm threading for the filters, which is great because all of my moment filters are 67mm. While this is a full frame lens, the added reach that I'll get by using it with an APS-C camera, that will come in handy when I'm shooting out and about. It's also designed to pair perfectly with Sony's super fast autofocus, so the hybrid AF, the IAF, all those little things that you know and love about Sony cameras, that will work on this is what they say. And this retails for 1,200 bucks Canadian, but at the time of filming, it's actually on sale right now for just 1,000 bucks. And that is a lot of lens for 1,000 bucks. What's behind door number 2? Well, shout out to the boys at Zip Tie Tuning. They told me, you know, go for a nice ultra wide when shooting cars. And that's exactly what I did. This little guy, he's so small, is the Tamron 11-20 f2.8 RXD. The fast aperture is going to be great for getting that nice blown out background when trying to isolate a car. And it's super compact, so I expecting it to be a little top heavy on my camera since the ZV line is so light. Again, 67mm threading, so I can just swap between filters. Now, I originally wanted the 17-70, that super holy grail lens that everyone talks about, but they were out of stock for loaners. The retail price of the 11-20 is currently at 900 bucks Canadian. However, again, at the time of filming, this was on sale for 800 bucks. So between the two lenses, you're looking at 1,800 bucks for both of them to round out your kit, really. Now, let's throw these into this bag. With my bag laid out how it is, I'm going to have the DJI Mic 2 tucked up right over there on the end. I have my filter right here, as you saw before, and then I'll have batteries and everything through here. This one will go on the camera, and when it's on the camera, I expect it to just fit nicely right there, which then leaves this one to fit in there. So that one will go there. And with everything packed away, let's go shoot some cars. All right, now that we've made the trip, we are now here at the Mennonite Heritage Museum, and we are on the grounds next to a bunch of classic cars. Right now we're shooting on the Tamron 11-20 f2.8. Now what that means is I can get the entire car in the frame, I can really get up close and personal and get a nice big wide angle with it, so I'm really excited to shoot with it. For the filter, we're using the Moment 2-5 stop VND. It's not the new Cinebloom one, so it's gonna be pretty sharp still to represent the sharpness of the lenses. Following that, we'll get some nice close-ups with the Tamron 28-75. Again, f2.8 on both of them. it's gonna be a very fun day. So let's get to shooting and then we'll get to editing. Now, I did bring the PZ13 with me. I also brought the charger just in case if it does die. But according to Qualcomm and their Snapdragon AI engine, this thing should last me a good 12 hours. It is 10:30 right now, so let's start the clock. Let's do some editing later on after we do a couple laps around the show, and let's see how well it does and how well these lenses do. All right, let's go shoot. All right, so we are halfway through the day. It's about 1:45 right now. I've taken some photos. I've only taken a little bit of video, so I still got to work on that, but it is boiling out here. This laptop has been sitting in the trunk. It turned on perfectly fine. We are sitting at 100% battery right now, but we're going to ingest some footage, run it through the gauntlet, and we'll see if the battery starts to die real fast because Lightroom likes to push this thing. So if Lightroom starts killing its battery, we know what it's doing because there's no internet out here. It is just going to be Lightroom doing some edits and some ingesting. So we will cut to that and then we'll see how well this does. So far though, the lenses have been great. I'm starting to think though I prefer the 28-75. It's nice getting some nice telephoto shots, but it's so nice to just be able to have the super wide and just get a whole picture of a car in portrait in 9:16. So I'll probably insert a couple of those photos here as well. Anyway, let's do some edits. Let's see how well the battery does. And let's stay nice and cold in the shade. Now let's talk about these lenses and of course the ASUS ProArt PZ13. Now let me preface with the fact that it was scorching hot, there was next to no wind, and I was surrounded by a bunch of big block V8s. To say I was using the computer is an understatement. This thing was tucked away in my bag, in the trunk, just waiting for me to use it. However, there's still some good with that. One thing in particular is the fact that this was so light that I could put it in my bag. I didn't even notice it when taking it out of the trunk. Like the rest of the camera gear was beyond heavier than the laptop itself. That was super handy. The other thing that was super handy is even though the keyboard is detachable, and same with the back cover and kickstand, when using this, as you saw in the footage before, just on a little camping table, it was still plenty sturdy to, withstand actually typing and doing keyboard shortcuts in Lightroom. So I appreciate the fact that while it isn't a proper, full laptop solution, it's still sturdy enough for me to use, and I enjoyed that. The pen worked great. The dust protection worked great because the winds picked up and blew all that gravel all over the place, so that was really handy. And also the screen was bright enough. It's not one of their super bright gaming OLEDs that they put on the G14 and the G16, but this screen was still plenty bright to see my photos, offload my card, and just, work a couple of photo edits. I made this photo edit right here. Now, brightness aside, I had this thing fully cranked in performance and brightness to make sure that Lightroom was working as best as it could. The nice thing about that is Windows was saying I still had 10 hours of battery life to go. I opened this thing up today to load up my script here and take a couple of notes, and I'm still sitting at 66% right now. And this is after using it for 3 hours this morning. So that's incredible. Again, the battery life was great, the display was great. Keyboard, even though while shallow, has been great. Now, for the lenses, which lens would I take? If Tamron were to let me keep one of these right now and I didn't have to give them back in 4 hours, which one would I keep? While I still want that 17-70 one day, I will try it out later on. And with that in mind, I do have the 16-50. It's not the best lens, but for what I need it for, I think I could keep it. Now, lately I've been having a lot of trouble having, you know, that extra reach. So you'd think I would be leaning to the 28-75, but I really enjoy just being able to have everything in the frame with this camera. It's insane how much more you can get. I was getting portrait shots while still holding the thing landscape. It was so nice. And since I shoot a lot of cars and a lot of cityscape and nature, I think this one would be the one I want to keep for the time being. If I were to be going up to Churchill next week and shooting polar bears, neither of these would be doing the job, but this one would still be great for documenting the journey up there. So that's why I think I would choose the 11-20 as the lens to keep for right now. Tamron, if you're watching, I would love to keep this a little bit longer, but I'd also like to try that 17-70 and then, you know, the bigger ones too that reach up to 300 or 400. That would be really fun too. Anyways, that's it for today's video. So please hit like, get subscribed, and leave a comment down below as to which Tamron lens I should try out next and what I should shoot with it too. And then I'll try and make either, you know, an Instagram post with a bunch of shots from that lens or a reel or something. I'm still working on getting better at reels though, but posts I can do. Anyway, let me know which lens I should try out next. A huge thank you to Tamron for sending these out, and a bigger thank you to Don's Photo for organizing everything for me. It was so easy working with them. So if you're in Winnipeg, Regina, or Saskatoon, go find them. Go into their store. They are super nice people. Go find them, go work with them. They are so helpful for everything that you need to either start your journey or just add new stuff to your kit. So bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.